Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about endocrine disruptors and your hormonal health. Okay, so endocrine disruptors and hormones, and we're going to be looking at how we can impact this with yoga and lifestyle changes. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I promise you it's going to be completely worthwhile. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about some secrets that I have about hormonal imbalance, and one of the most common and most taxing disorders that women face. These are related to hormones. We're all suffering, whether it's PMS, infertility, postnatal, menopause. We are all suffering with hormone imbalances. So we're going to look at hormone disruptors, endocrine disruptors, and you're most definitely in the right place if you want to get those crazy hormones back under control. Okay, so things we're going to be looking at is getting rid of that extra weight, get your mojo back, live free from these symptoms of hormonal imbalance. Excuse my typo. And we're going to talk about one of the major roadblocks that is keeping you from feeling your best right now. And I'll reveal to you that this is endocrine disruptors. Okay, so get ready to take some notes, take some screenshots if you're watching on your phone, and I'm going to give you lots of information that's really important for rejuvenating your body and overcoming these symptoms once and for all, guys. Okay, so sit tight, get cozy. Now, before we begin, I want to tell you a little about me. If you are a YogaBellies regular, you will know that I am Cheryl McDonald, founder of YogaBellies. I was born in Glasgow, but currently live in Singapore with my husband and son. And I have been teaching yoga and training other yoga teachers for 15 years. Woof. I am also a naturopath, women's health coach, tantric priestess, and much, much more. And the whole basis of YogaBellies is basically focusing on harnessing the yoga lifestyle and the elements of the yoga lifestyle, so both on and off the yoga mat, as a basis to help women during the various life stages. So we work with women from when they start having their periods all the way through pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, menopause, post-menopausal, all the way through life, okay? And hormonal health is a huge part of that. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. It's about endocrine disruptors and getting rid of those bad boys. So I've just got a couple of badges here. As you can see, these are magazines, newspapers, TV programs. I have been featured in, YogaBellies has been featured in. Yes, we won Dragon's Den, woo! And I was also on this morning as well, guys. So now you know a bit about me. We've got that over. Let's talk about endocrine disrupting chemicals. Now, did you know that the average woman is exposed to hundreds of chemicals every single day? And that's just in your house, okay? Makeup, personal care products, cleaning products, the things that we wash our clothes with, all of these things contain harmful endocrine disrupting chemicals, and that can cause hormonal imbalances in the body. And we are not always aware of that, all right? This might be a shocker for you. Now, some sources have actually reported that we're exposed to over 500 synthetic chemicals every single day at home. How wild is that? Okay. Now, let's just take a little peek at how these chemicals actually disrupt your hormones, okay? So the endocrine disrupting chemicals, called EDCs for short, these interfere with your production and interaction of your hormones, okay? Now, as a result of that, what happens is they disrupt the balance of your entire endocrine system. So this is your ovaries, your adrenals, your thyroid, all of these things are completely imbalanced because of these EDCs. Now, one very specific type of EDC that can wreak havoc on female hormones especially, so we're talking about estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, are called xenoestrogens, all right? Now, the hormonal imbalances caused by EDCs are linked to lots of health problems, so things like cancer and autoimmune disease. Let's talk about xenoestrogens in a little bit more detail. Now, these mimic the estrogen hormone, all right? And it's one of the ways that environmental toxins can actually lead to excess estrogen, or what's known as estrogen dominance. So this might be something you've heard of as well. If you have any questions about whether you are suffering a hormonal imbalance, we actually have a test in the freebie section, completely free of charge, and a hormonal imbalance quiz you can do on our website. So yogabellies.com, just pop on there and get it for free. Now, women naturally require more progesterone than estrogen. So when our bodies become estrogen dominant, what happens is we start to experience problems with our whole endocrine system, especially around the reproductive system, okay? And because our environment is so filled with these chemicals, you know, in and outside the home, including BPA, our bodies are inundated continuously with and exposed to xenoestrogens, all right? So we're going to be looking at minimizing that. So what exactly do endocrine disruptors do? They reduce the production of hormones in the endocrine glands. They're going to affect the release of hormones from the endocrine glands, counteract the action of our hormones. As you can see, it's just messing the whole system up, disrupting hormone production, transportation. They lock onto the hormone receptors in the cells, and that blocks our natural hormones as well. They also speed up the metabolism of hormones, reducing their action. So as you can see, there is no good news here. But let's look at how we are being exposed to these endocrine disruptors. Okay, so little summary mentioned there: beauty care products, your makeup, your hair colors, if you have a keratin treatment, all of these things, your household cleaning products, your bleach, all of this stuff, pesticides, any chemicals you've got around the house. It might be time to do a big clear out of these things and, you know, make sure that they are safe to be using. Nutrition as well, the food that you are consuming, especially if you are eating GMO, non-organic and processed foods. Now, I know that organic foods and fresh foods can be expensive, but guys, if you are not eating organic, it is going to mess you up. So try and eat organic whenever possible, okay? So some signs of specifically endocrine disruption. All of these symptoms below, these are tied to endocrine disruption, all right? Lost your sex drive, periods are painful, heavy, light, irregular, you're bloating, breast tenderness, if you have fibrocystic breast, really extreme PMS, PCOS, endometriosis, blah, blah, blah. All of these things. Migraines, moodiness, weight gain. Now, these are not in any order, guys. These are just all of the things that can affect you. You know, you could be having sleep problems, getting to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, excess weight gain. You could have, you know, chronic fatigue as well, slowed metabolism, thyroid dysfunction. If you're suffering from cold hands and feet as well, or brain fog, and also immune imbalance. So all of these things are going to lead on to these, okay? So now it's time for a hormone detox. How the hell are we going to do this? Let's look at why you need a hormone detox. Hormone detoxification is essential for helping your liver eliminate all of these nasty chemicals that we've talked about and toxins out of your body. Obviously, it's completely impossible in this modern world to avoid all of these things. But our bodies, especially our livers, guys, are completely bombarded with hundreds of different environmental toxins every single day. And they are going to keep disrupting our hormonal balance that keeps us healthy and happy, guys, okay? Now, although the liver does not naturally eliminate many xenoestrogens and other endocrine disrupting chemicals, many will still get stuck in your body, especially in the fat in your body, when your liver becomes overworked. And a hormone detox is a fantastic, safe and straightforward way to help our liver with a little boost to get back on track, all right? So let's start with yoga. Now, this is really going to help you detox those hormones. Now, just about every single yoga pose that you can practice has an impact on the hormonal or the endocrine system in your body. So this makes yoga a fantastic way to support your system and keep your hormones healthy. So with focus and intention, we can use our practice to keep our hormones balanced. And obviously at YogaBellies classes, everything we do is about balancing hormones throughout the various life stages. And this is going to be a fantastic starting platform to address common symptoms of hormonal imbalance. So let's talk about how yoga can actually impact your endocrine system. Now, the key is to try and fully understand how the endocrine system works and to learn what each gland actually does for us. And from there, we can choose to incorporate into our daily yoga practice certain postures that target specific glands and hormones, okay? And that really depends on what symptoms we are experiencing. So we can pick and choose. And we can choose this practice that's going to help us also activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which lowers cortisol and provides general stress reduction. So yoga is a real win-win, guys, all right? Now, while each of the glands has specific functions and can cause specific symptoms if they become out of balance, it's super important to note that the entire endocrine system is just that. It's a system, guys. So while we can pick and choose poses that are going to impact specific glands, it's also important to, have a yoga practice that's going to help keep your entire system balanced. So if one gland's out of balance, it's going to affect all of the other glands. The endocrine system and the chakras, and I don't know where my picture of the chakras has gone. So let's just talk about this. You may or may not know this, but from a yogic perspective, the endocrine system is very closely aligned with the chakra system, all right? And if you don't know what the chakra system is, it's the yogic system of energy centers within the body. And there are 7 main chakras, and they're running from the root chakra, the perineum, up to the crown chakra at the top of the head, okay? Now, if you draw a map of the body showing the location of the chakras, please Google this. I'm sorry the diagram is not here. And juxtapose the drawing of the endocrine system, you will actually see that each major chakra contains 1 or sometimes 2 endocrine glands. So this is not a coincidence, guys, okay? Now, given the influence of our hormones on physical, emotional, mental health, mind, body, and soul, of course, it makes sense that these glands would be aligned with the chakras, which are also power centers. And they're going to, they can impact all of these things as well. Okay, so that's yoga and how it can affect your endocrine system. But let's look at detoxing your diet as well, ladies. So it's an excellent place to get started. As with most detoxifications, diet is the best place to start, okay? Eating organic costs a bit more. We touched upon this, but at least during your detox, try your best to buy as organic as much as you can afford, okay? Now, there's a list of the dirty dozen. That's conventionally grown fruits and veggies that contain the highest levels of pesticides, all right? Now, this list provides a guideline of what produce is most important to purchase as organic and when shopping for your produce. Now, pesticides are known to be estrogenic, meaning that they increase the level of estrogen in your body. So these things absolutely need to go. Now, at the opposite end of the scale, you've got these detoxing superfoods, okay? And get as many of these. This is time for a screenshot or taking notes. Get as many of these power foods into your diet as possible, especially if you're focusing on detox. Spirulina, cilantro, parsley, all of these guys are fantastic, all right? Screenshot time, get them into your diet. But what about your beauty regime? How do we detox this? Now, most of the beauty and personal care products that we do use have some kind of endocrine disrupting chemicals. That's just unfortunately the way it is. And synthetic fragrances are some of the biggest offenders. So your perfumes, all right? Now, try to choose EWG verified, natural, and / or organic beauty brands instead of just something you're going to get, in your chemist, in your department store. Be careful. Look for the EWG verified and organic labels, all right? You can even make some of your own homemade beauty products and makeup products. It is actually easier than you think. I've done a few of these things, but we're not going to go into that just now. That's a whole other course. Safer beauty brands. Okay. So these are some of the brands that I like to use myself that you can get. You'll be able to get these online. So screenshot, Osea, Juice Beauty, Nourish Organics, Neil Jard's a very good one as well. Noto Botanics, One Love Organics, Herbivore Botanicals, and Beauty Counter. These are all organic, safe beauty brands to be using. Screenshot this one, ladies. But what about your cleaning products? How do we detox here? So as we've already established, you've got lots of chemicals just in your house alone, okay? And cleaning products are huge endocrine disruptors. So be very mindful if you're using pesticides, oven cleaners, mildew removers, surface sprays, antibacterial sprays, air fresheners, and dryer sheets as well. Now, this is just a few of the things. Again, check the labels, look at what you're looking for. Safer cleaning products you can be using, natural products, essential oils, love them, vinegar, enzyme cleaners, borax, castile soap, peroxide, baking soda, salt, lemons. Oh my God, these things work just as well, guys. It might take a bit of time to get them together, but honestly, once you get used to it, these are safer options for you, your family, and your home. Okay, screenshot this one as well. So I hope you have enjoyed my presentation on endocrine disruptors and your hormone health. Now, if you're looking to take your hormone health to the next level, you may be already attending YogaBellies classes or looking to attend them, and we have classes for every life stage, from menstruation all the way through pregnancy, postpartum to postmenopausal. We also have fantastic online yogic lifestyle programs, which you can get on our website, yogabellies.com, in the store. We have the whole fertility, the whole pregnancy, the whole mother, fix your period, drop your menopause. And all of these contain meal plans, hormone balancing recipes, yoga practices, meditation practices, everything that you need to take your hormone health to the next level. And we also have, for all women, the Yogini cleanse. So this would be ideal if you were looking at endocrine disruptors, how to get those out. And the Yogini cleanse is a 2-week program that gives you everything you need. It also leads to obviously balanced hormones, but also healthy weight loss as well, if that's something you're interested in. Here is a little picture of the hormone reset, which is a mini product that we do. So we have lots of 3-day mini hormone reset detoxes as well. You can check them all out on the shop. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, guys. I love speaking to you about this stuff. It's so important, and I want the best, healthiest life for you. Now, let me know if you need anything. If you have been attending YogaBellies classes or you've bought one of our online courses, you can join the YogaBellies Sanctuary group on Facebook, okay? We are here for you every step of the way. Namaste.